Hello all YouTubers, I'm the Weather Dude. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for tuning back into this weather presentation for June 22nd, 2020. Before I get on with today's video, however, I would ask that every single one of you please smash that subscribe button and ring the bell notifications. Thank you guys so much for 600 subscribers. Let's get to our next goal of 700 subscribers and to our next long-term goal of the big 1,000. So please smash that subscribe button and ring the bell notifications, as well as watching the whole video. Both of these things really do support my channel, and watching the whole video, it's a win-win. You get the best weather content, and I get the watch time, which I really do need for my channel. And please also like and share this video. Thank you. Now let's get on with today's video. So today we're going to be talking about our next potential heat wave coming to the central and eastern United States. And as you can see by the Climate Prediction Center, this will be the region we'll be focusing on today. Starting with this Climate Prediction Center map here, you can see that we do have possibly a 70 to 80% chance of seeing warmer than average temperatures across the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic, alright, from June 27th to July 1st. This is the 6 to 10 day outlook. Even outside of that, though, we have a 60 to 70% chance that extends all the way back west towards the Great Lakes. And even far beyond that, we still have more than a 50% chance to see above average temperatures. It's going to be a widespread situation. A lot of people are going to be seeing this. Not all of you will be seeing like sultry heat. Like, not only will be seeing the deadly heat, but a lot of you will be definitely seeing some above average temperatures. Now we're looking at June 29th to July 5th here, and as you can see, 50. Sorry about can't get my notifications here. So you can see that 50 to 60% chance for the southeast, even for parts of the Mid-Atlantic there up to the Great Lakes, and then for parts of the interior Northeast up to the coastal Northeast, we could even be seeing still 70 to 80% chance of seeing those above average temperatures. All right, so here let's look at the 2-meter temperature anomalies. All right, so it's kind of like the surface temperature anomalies, and you can kind of tell where all the big cities are, because we're starting, by the way, here at Friday, June 26th at 8 p.m. You can see, look, here's Boston. There's a little heat bubble around Boston. There's one around New York. There's even one around Philly. Even Baltimore and DC have little bubbles around them too. All right, so those are where your big cities are. All right, and I think the GFS model in this case does a good job of describing that. All right, here's one in Atlanta. There's another big city there. Chicago, there's another one. So at GFS, I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed at how pinpoint they make everything with the heat. All right, but let's look at the temperature anomalies here. Here we go. Starting at Saturday at June 27th at 8 p.m. We do have, in some cases, 5 to even 15 degrees above average temperatures for the big cities, and even 5 to 10 degrees above average elsewhere. And we'll be looking at the actual 2-meter temperatures as well. All right, let's look at this is 2 a.m. on Sunday the 28th. Look at this. There's a lot more darker reds all the way from the coastal Northeast back into the interior Northeast, even back to the Great Lakes. Chicago could be as much as 16, 17 degrees above average. And it doesn't sound like much, but this time of year, our temperatures are already supposed to be in the upper 80s anyway, so, or at least low 80s farther north. All right, so this could result in temperatures very, very warm. Again, starting here, this is starting at 2 p.m. on Friday, the 26th, and as you can see, much of the southeast is in either in the upper 80s, or a lot of you are actually in the low 90s. All right, even up there 95 quarter, we're at least 80 degrees, which is nothing outside of normal for this time of year. But some of you could even be in those big cities, could even be in the upper 80s here. All right, so that's gonna be something we have to watch too. All right, so let's move on here, and let's go. This is what I'm talking, and this isn't even factoring the muggy air, the dew points that we're gonna be seeing too. So I'm gonna show you too. Here's Saturday at 2 p.m. There are parts of western Alabama, South Carolina coastline. We could even be seeing 100-degree temperatures. Again, that doesn't factor in the moisture in the air either. So this is just an example of some potentially deadly heat that we could be seeing. And there it is, South Carolina coastline. You go right on the coastline, it's going to be about 80 degrees. You go just inland, however, that's where you find your temperature is going to be very close to 100 degrees. That would be the case really for a couple of days, or even many days after that, actually, for parts of the southeast. All right, so again, here's another example. It's going to be exactly 100 degrees, kind of near northern South Carolina, maybe near Columbia, South Carolina, by 2 p.m. on Monday the 29th. So that's just an example, kind of like a taste of what we had to come here, some extreme heat potentially. Like I said, it's not just the heat, because after this I'm going to be showing you the heat index, what the feels like temperature, really what it's going to feel like. Because how do we determine that? Well, we determine that by the heat, obviously the temperature, the sun, how much sunlight do we have? Is there really sunlight, a lot of sunlight out? Do we have the muggy air? Obviously, the more muggy it is, the more moisture content we have in the atmosphere, the hotter it's going to feel. And maybe even a south wind if you're inland, obviously if you're not on the coast. But if you're inland, maybe got a touch of south wind, could maybe make it feel a little warmer. All right, so when you take a look in the north central, in the Great Lakes, our dew points are 70 to 75 degrees plus. That is insane for that far north. Even eastern Kentucky, look at the Kentucky-West Virginia border, 78-degree dew points. Okay, I'm going to admit right now, I mean, here in the Mid-Atlantic, like obviously we're used to muggy air, but 78 degrees, I got to say, 70 just feels unbearable for me, and 78, that is nothing to laugh at. All right, so here's 2 p.m. on Sunday. You can see Great Lakes even stretching towards the Mid-Atlantic now. All right, we're starting to see those 70-degree plus dew points indicated by the lavender. The southeast, it's in the 60s, so dew points, that's what I call moist. It's a little muggy, but it's not oppressive yet, but just wait. All right, so here we go at 2 p.m. Sunday. Again, the Ohio Valley, parts of the Mid-Atlantic, and the southeast, we're starting to see some 70s fill in for those dew points. And even off the coast, there's your 76-degree dew points just off the coast, but we can even find 76 to 77-degree dew points even in southern Illinois. So this isn't a scenario where it's going to be muggy near the coastline. It's going to be muggy everywhere. All right. And again, here's Tuesday at 2 p.m. You can see Mid-Atlantic on Ohio Valley. All right. And even 78, even 79-degree dew points in southern Wisconsin. This muggy, it's going to feel so muggy. And now that we have that out of the way, the temperature, the sunlight, and the dew point really helps determine the heat index. Yes, the heat index is going to be very scary. But let's start out here. You can see what it's actually going to feel like to the human skin here. Here's 2 p.m. Sunday. Widespread 100 degrees, actually, from eastern Georgia through South Carolina, through southern North Carolina. It could feel like 100 degrees. Even for parts of the Chesapeake here, it could even feel like 97 degrees. All right, once you factor in that muggy air. All right, and in the downtown cities, it will feel even worse. Here's the heat index for 2 p.m. on Monday. So, again, just want to put something out real quick. If you guys want to go for that, that jog, go walk the dog, definitely, because I know some people do ask me, is it better to go in the late evening or is it better to go in the early morning? My opinion is the early morning, because sometimes in the late evening it can still be very hot, even though it's still not as bad as the dead afternoon. But definitely early morning is better than late evening, because eventually then the sun starts to set and you really can't walk anyway. All right, but the sun does set later this time of year. But look at the heat index on 2 p.m. Monday. In northern South Carolina, our heat index could be 108 degrees Fahrenheit. That is absolutely sick. And it's widespread, too. Look how widespread these 100-degree heat index values are. That's what it's actually going to feel like out there. So that's why I said that's why the dew point, that moisture content, really does matter. All right, and finally, we'll go one more day, too. But here's Tuesday at 2 p.m. Here's your widespread 100-degree heat index values from South Carolina up through North Carolina, Southern Virginia. You could even see some 100-degree values there too. But look at Western Alabama, 103 degrees. And this is just the GFS model. We'll be looking at other model opinions as well. But even southern Wisconsin, 99-degree heat index values. Okay, this is very sickening. And then Wednesday, our heat index values chill in the upper 90s, but I wouldn't even call that a chill. But look at Chicago. Now Chicago, we could be feeling like 100 degrees on Wednesday. All right, so Wednesday we might improve a little bit. There's a little cool pocket, maybe a little upper level disturbance in the Mid-Atlantic, so that would feel pretty good. All right, so let's move on now to the Canadian model. All right, so right now it's not that bad, but when we look at Saturday at 2 p.m., we start to see the heat building through the Ohio Valley, Illinois, up through probably through Ohio, and then I-95 corridor were pretty warm as well. All right, but that's just Saturday at 2 p.m. The heat's really gonna get going here, through early next week and late weekend. By 2 p.m. Sunday, it starts to shift a little bit farther south, so now it's southern Mid-Atlantic, sort of Tennessee Valley. All right, sort of that region. All right, and then we head into Monday afternoon. We do see a couple cool pockets, though, because the Canadian model is saying something a little different here. All right, and they're keeping some of the heat to the southeast, but it's only about 5-7 degrees above average. Nothing that we can't handle. All right, but then you go to, say Tuesday, and we have huge cold pockets, like these backdoor cold fronts that are coming through. All right, so the Canadian model is really agreeing with the GFS here. They don't really, take the heat towards the mid-Atlantic. They don't really give them that much heat. They keep the heat more so to the southeast and the northern Great Lakes. All right, so that's something interesting as well. So let's look at the Canadian model. Let's look at those temperatures. All right, our high temperatures here for Saturday afternoon still pretty good. I mean, we're talking about upper 80s, low 90s. Again, as long as it's muggy, I mean, even a 70-degree dew point can make a 60-degree day feel pretty, hot and humid. I mean, even a beautiful 60-degree day, it can be muggy and it just ruins it. All right, even down to the southeast or South Carolina coastline, low 90s. Not too outrageous for this time of year. All right, but it certainly could be worse. All right, and then we look at Sunday. Let's look at Sunday at 2 p.m. Now you can see, again, upper 80s, low to occasionally mid-90s to the southeast, but overall the heat's not too bad for now. All right, so let's move on here to Monday at 2 p.m., and this is when we start to get a little serious. Like I said, the Canadian model, luckily, or at least luckily for the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast, they keep much of the heat restrained to the west and to the south. So hopefully, at least according to the Canadian model, the Mid-Atlantic may miss out on some heat, but still, Georgia, 98 degrees. That's the actual temperature. We're not talking about the heat index yet for 2 p.m. on Monday. Let's look at 2 p.m. on Tuesday here, and you can see South Central Georgia, 90, even 97 Northwest Tennessee. So the heat's still going to get serious. It's just a matter of where the serious conditions will fall. But even though the Canadian model isn't, they don't really increase the temperature too much, they do have the dew points a lot higher, though. So the GFS has more of a hotter, slightly drier scenario for the southeast, while the Canadian model has a tad bit cooler or a more muggy scenario. All right, so dew points widespread, 70 to even up to 78 degrees. South Central Virginia down through South Carolina, Georgia, back west towards Mississippi. So this is going to be some serious moisture content too. All the way through Sunday, even Monday afternoon, we could be seeing dew point values here. Look at this. I see 80-degree dew points by 8 p.m. on Monday for the Mississippi-Alabama border right there. So I'd love to see what the feels like would be for that region too. All right, let's look. Let's look at those heat index values. All right, so here's Sunday, 2 p.m., and look at this. Western Tennessee, this is still serious, guys. 102 is going to feel like out there. All right, so some pretty serious heat. All right, and then here we go. Let's look at 8 p.m. on Monday night, and look at this Mississippi-Alabama border here. 104 degrees it's going to feel like. This is pretty serious. And look how widespread. The gem model does actually make, by Tuesday at 2 p.m., the 100-degree heat index values are pretty widespread. Southern South Carolina, through central Georgia, Alabama, all the way up to western Tennessee, and even in through Illinois, extreme southern Illinois. All right, our last model here for today, guys, the European model. We're going to be going through the same maps. And we're starting here again at Friday at 8 p.m., Friday, June 26th at 8 p.m., widespread southeast, Ohio Valley, mid-Atlantic, northeast. We are definitely anywhere from 5 to 15 degrees above average. All right, but look at the European model, though. Look, we're talking about near, near Poughkeepsie. We're more than 20 degrees above average. It's like a little squall line of warm air. All right, that is very intense. Over 20 degrees above average. All right, and the European model keeps some serious heat through the I-95 corridor. But for the Ohio Valley and Southeast for now, just 5 or so degrees, maybe occasionally 10 degrees above average, but nothing too outrageous. But then, all right, here comes at 8 p.m. on Monday. Again, Mid-Atlantic Northeast, 10 to 15 plus degrees above average. Same thing for Northern Ohio Valley. Southeast, though, not too bad right now. Yay, I made a face. All right, but Southeast isn't too bad, but we're still 5-10 degrees above average, and that could last. And again, look at Tuesday at 2 p.m. More than 25 degrees above average for the coastline of Massachusetts and Maine. So this is this is like sickening heat according to the European model here. So I can't wait to see what the temperature and heat index values are going to be looking like here. Let's look at Saturday at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Look at this, guys. 90 to 98 degree plus temperatures. This is actual temperatures. All right, 95 degrees plus could even be seen through Pennsylvania. Obviously, with the big cities there in I-95 corridor. All right, here's 98 degrees through eastern Georgia and southern South Carolina there. All right, but it could only get worse. It's only going to get worse here. Sunday, 2 p.m., pretty much identical to Saturday. I'd say maybe the temperature do chill off by a couple degrees, but we're still many spots in the low to mid-90s. All right, and by the time you head through Monday, 2 p.m., all right, depending on where you are, all right, but mainly the temperatures have stayed the same. We're still in the low to mid-90s, but That's all it takes, though. The younger children, the elderly, can be susceptible to any kind of heat and humidity here. Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast here is Tuesday at 2 p.m. Northeast and the northern Mid-Atlantic could be seeing temperatures in the upper 90s, even warmer than, say, let's look at this. Northern New Jersey is 98 degrees. That's warmer than eastern Mississippi, where it's going to be 89. All right, that's probably even warmer than Florida, too. So you can just see how serious this heat is going to be. And to top it all off here, we have the muggy air. All right, that is our worst enemy here. At least if it's going to be hot, let it be dry. Obviously, we don't want fires either. That's the only good thing about when it's hot and muggy is that the fire risk is usually is lower, because usually in the east, and when it gets hot, during the summertime, it gets muggy too. All right, but we will have some spots that are going to be pretty muggy, as you can see, through 2 p.m. Monday and through 2 p.m. Let's look at 8 a.m. on Tuesday as well. You can see many dew point values are widespread, 70 to 75 degrees plus. And when you factor that in here, let's look at those heat index values. Starting with Sunday at 2 p.m., Eastern Carolina could be 99 degrees. Here, 99 degrees is what it's going to feel like. Even southeastern Virginia, 99 degrees. All right, so it could be getting worse too. I mean, even through the Northeast, heat index values could be well into the upper 90s, even getting close to the big 100. And we will even break 100-degree heat index values through the I-95 corridor by 2 p.m. Wednesday. So, guys, please do be very careful. I don't care how old you are. I'm just emphasizing that the children and elderly are more susceptible. But no matter how old you are, want to keep hydrated, drink that water. And I'm not saying sports drink is bad, but definitely do want to, stick to water with a sports drink once in a while. But stay hydrated, guys. Stay safe, and just stay in the house if you don't have to go outside. Because when you combine the serious heat that we're going to have, and if there's a lot of car traffic outside, and the combustion is going to make the area feel even worse. So thank you for watching today's video, guys. I am the Weather Dude, signing off. Till next time, catch you guys next video.